Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still tea time on your number one TV, Plus TV Africa. Prezi is still here, giving you all of the beautiful conversations that you should actually get to listen to. I told you I have another guest who will be joining us in the studio. We actually connected live to Ghana, and now we are back to Nigeria. And now we are about to speak to one of the raving, one of the best, one of the most talented young, DJ you have in Nigeria. Well, if you don't know him, don't worry, just hold on. He's here. He's going to tell you who he is and what he is, So, ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome no other person but the amazing DJ Tobi Peter.
That's me.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing okay.
I need to shake you because, my hands. Oh, God. Oh, God of vibes.
Oh, my goodness.
I just shook your hand right now. So, it's nice to have you, Tobi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing fantastic.
Interesting. I'm glad you came with your cap. And,
yeah.
So, let's talk about, I just need you to do a little introduction of who you are for those of our audience or people out there who probably do not know who you are.
Okay, there are a lot of parts to me, but I'll just keep it to the part you called me for.
Okay.
So, my name is Tobi Peter.
Yeah.
I'm a music producer, I'm a DJ, songwriter, animator, and also overall creative.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Like bird's eye view.
Yeah. It's so nice to see when somebody is doing not just one stuff. I mean, you have skill in other stuff as well. You're a DJ, producer, animator. Oh my goodness. I think I need to add more, stuff to my... But let's just go straight to one of the things I like about you. Okay. The first time I came in contact with your content on YouTube, which was... So YouTube was actually the place. I noticed a lot of comments, blah, 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 blah. Oh, who is this DJ? Who, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. Because I love music, right? And I like to see or get in contact with new sound, something I've not heard before. And that was what I, noticed about you. The innovative part that you came with. I've never heard gospel song in an electronic manner. So that was mind-blowing alone for me, and I had to just jump on your page and all of that. But I want to talk specifically now about your this whole symbol thing. you are known to wear agbada and your cap.
Yeah.
What actually inspired that?
So, I mean, I would have loved if it was like a deep story, but it was just a way to like retain attention on social media. Like, I wanted to make sure you stopped and watched what I was doing. So, like a visual hook, right? So you're seeing a guy wearing agbada, like, okay, what's he about to do? Is he about to speak incantations? Is he about to...
this one, no way is doing.
And then you like hear music, you're like, oh, you are a DJ, but then like, I have your attention already visually before you hear what I have to say. So that's pretty much the story.
Wow, interesting. But, I mean, sure, the sweat. Let me speak with you. The sweat when you did that.
I do, but then like, I mean, I just have to like ignore that part because like it's the branding, so it's something I have to do.
And it's all for the entertainment as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, now I want to talk about a very catchy aspect also that concerns you.
Okay.
I mentioned that you have this innovative, skill, so to say, and you've actually tried by blending in a lot of genre of music. I mean, you when I first saw your video, I thought you were specific, on gospel. But I started seeing videos again of me playing on my piano, and I'm like, what is this actually? So how are you able to like combine all of this, sound? Because I mean, sound changes every day. We are coming up with different sound. Everybody is trying to, bring up a new stuff and all of that. So how are you able to manage and stay, in tune with the new sounds that are coming out and all of that?
Well, it's sorry, can you ask that question
Okay,
again?
so I mean, like you deal on different genres, right?
Okay.
Afrobeats, gospel, and all of that. So how are you able to stay managing all of this so that somebody doesn't say, "Oh, we know him as..."
That's the current problem I'm experiencing right now. So I started out with house music originally, and then I switched to my piano, and then I switched to like gospel.
Yeah.
But then like I feel like one person does not have to do one thing.
True.
Right? You can be like, people try to call me, oh, are you now a gospel DJ? I'm like, no, I'm just a DJ that happens to be a Christian.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian that DJs, right? So I feel like it's just having to cater for the three different audiences and manage their expectations. That's the hard part, but it's not really a problem doing as many things as possible, to be honest. If I wake up tomorrow and I want to do R&B, I'll do R&B. I can't stop.
I would like to know how that sounds actually.
Okay, stay tuned.
Okay, so I mean, you are a fantastic DJ, I have to say, because I would, in fact, I promised myself that in the next, the stuff which you started, the whole, like call it a closed door event, right?
Yeah.
Now, you've done edition 1, you've done edition 2, and me, Prezi, will be in the edition 3, right?
Yeah.
So how did you come up with that? What was like, I'm sure there was a gap you saw, and you felt like, oh, let's start up this, stuff. Yeah.
So it's not exactly a new concept. I feel like originally there are gospel songs that are house, but then I wanted to kind of use my talents in that direction.
Yeah.
Right. So I just like to remix songs. Basically, that's my content on social media. And then I happened to remix Favor by Lawrence Oyo.
Yeah.
And it kind of like picked up and started getting so much buzz. And like, okay, you guys like this, right? Let me give you more of this. But instead of like doing each individual gospel remix, and then people are like, oh, are you now fully into gospel? Let me just do a lot of them and give it to you once in one session, which is Gospel House session. And that was how that happened. Apart from the whole spiritual side of things of me wanting to glorify God, that's basically the idea. Having one session where I'm giving everything at once instead of making each individual video for YouTube or for Instagram.
Interesting. Now you mentioned about the Lawrence Oyo, song. I heard one that I was like, how did you do it? There's this Igbo song that.
Okay, that's right, yeah.
What is this? Like, this is. And when I was watching the video, I knew that when you mixed to that song, the whole room went, But I mean, you're amazing. I just have to say that. Now, I'm somebody also who loves sound, and I just feel like maybe in my next life I might be a big DJ. I don't know, maybe. But I know that, as a DJ, you have to deal with sound. You have to know sound, right? So what would you say, was it just the love of sound that made you enter into being a DJ or doing production and all of that?
Fun facts. Before I started DJing, I used to sing, unfortunately, for everybody that listens to me.
Wow.
So, I was not a great singer.
Did I put you on that spot?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
But, like, I used to have my original music and sing, and I was like, I know I'm not the greatest singer, but how do I still perform without having to sing? And that's where DJing came into the picture.
Yeah.
Right? And then I have a lot of role models I look up to that have done original music, and the way they perform is by DJing. Because that's how you perform without having to sing as a producer. So I was like, okay, let me explore this route, and it kind of worked out, to be honest.
So was it you trying to escape from that music line, having to sing, people hearing your voice?
I know I'm not good.
Should I ask, are you a shy person, first of all?
Not really. I feel like I used to be shy, but not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess you being in crowd now, that's changed all of that.
Changed my
Interesting.
personality.
Now, I want to know how you go about your creation process, because this is one question I like to ask producers.
Okay.
In fact, I've had artists come here and I ask them the same question. They tell me, oh, I have to smoke something, or I have to be on a something, to help me be in that very great energy. But how is it like for you?
Okay, so I don't depend on any substances. But what I do is, I feel like I'm locked into my system. Like, I'm always on my laptop. And that is where I used to produce. So I just open FL Studio. You know FL Studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I open FL Studio. And then I just let myself go, to be honest. Like, it just happens. And then I'm making a beat first. I'm like, this song might actually go well on this. So instead of leaving it as an original song, I just turn it to a remix and I have the vocals on the beat. And then it becomes, something that you guys hear at Gospel House or when I'm DJing. But yeah, like, no pressure. Like, I can just open my system and let myself go.
But that process, does it take like maybe weeks to compile all of those mixes and all of those things you do?
Yeah, so like, for me, I have a very fast turnaround time. Like, I can make 4 remixes in a night.
Wow.
So like, I have a very huge chunk of database of just my remixes. Like,
that is not even released.
That is not released. That's just me that has it, that I made myself. So yeah, it takes a long time to accumulate so much. Yeah. But then, like, in a day, I can do like 2, 3, 1, 4, depending on the vibes and how sleepy I am.
Interesting. So now that we know you as a DJ, I'm sure most people don't know that production aspect, But do you have any plans to maybe produce some songs for maybe artists and stuff, towing that line actually?
Well, I do actually. I actually have some in the works that are not released yet.
Okay.
I also am working on my own original EP. A lot of people don't know this, but I have like 6 EPs I've dropped. They just know me as a DJ. They don't know that I drop music
back to back.
Right. So I'm working on an album. my debut album.
Yeah.
And then I also have a couple of singles I'm going to drop. But yeah, I really want to shine more light on the production side so that the DJ side and production side can grow. You know,
Okay.
at the same time.
Nice. There's no business basically that does not have, you know, constraints or bottlenecks, if I put it that way. As a DJ, I know you have some limitations, which you probably will never share with anybody. You just allow it. As a man, you allow it kill you, and you are ready to, like, you know, fight it and do what you have to do, right? But what are those constraints that you've seen maybe affect the stuff you have to do as a DJ or even as a producer?
Constraints. I feel like visibility, because like as a DJ, you're not just worried about your skill, you're worried about people knowing you.
Yeah.
So you have to hustle for attention and relevance.
Because that's what drives people to call you for events and stuff like that.
So you might be the most talented person, but if you're not up to date on your TikTok or your Instagram, nobody's gonna find you and book you.
True.
Right. I feel like behind every successful DJ, right around at least after the year 2020, there's a social media push involved. Right. There's no DJ they're talking about now that didn't have a viral moment at least once or twice to get to where they are. So you have to keep chasing that relevance. And people do it the wrong way, but you have to just find a way to make it work for you.
So I want to, when you say the wrong way, explain that part, because I think I have an idea of what I'm saying, right? But I want to hear what you mean by, you know, the wrong way.
Well, some people might just be controversial on Twitter or, you know, become explicit or just be very, very unnecessarily dramatic for no good reason, just because they want the spotlight on them, and then they now channel that into their bookings. When there are so many other organic ways you could go about it. So yeah, I feel like just balancing socials and staying relevant as well as the skill set is the major constraint as a DJ in today's world.
Nice. Okay, I mean, it's been an interesting conversation. I'm glad to have you here because I was only seeing you online, but now I have you here. I'm hearing some of the things that I want to hear, right? You are a DJ, a producer, and I'm sure, I mean, they say nobody is an island, right? And as much as, yes, you have the skill, you can do stuff yourself, there's still a power of collaboration, right? So are there any plans for you to, like, collaborate with anyone? I don't know if you like to mention names of those people, but I mean, I would like to know, and I'm sure the audience will want to know.
Well, there's probably my most consistent collaborator, which is Black Dave. He's also a DJ.
Okay.
Then there's a collaboration with Smith and Dean coming up. They are masters at Amapiano.
Nigerians?
Nigerians, yeah. And the rest, I probably will discover as time goes on. But those are the ones that are definitely in the works and people should look forward to.
Anyways, I don't know. I'm prophesying Calvin Harris and the likes. What's his name? Elon Walker. And the rest of them that do, you know, amazing sound and all of that. Even what's his name? John Bellion does you know, nice sounds as well. So I mean, your sound is something that would, I'm sure Americans out there, you know, people abroad, when they hear it, they could pull off, they could just do things, very wise stuff. But I actually know you do well, you know, as time goes on. I trust that process actually. Now I know that most people have inspirations coming from different places. It could be in terms of environment, it could be anything at all. But I want to be specific on human being. Is there anybody out there who inspires you?
Yes.
Please.
So I'm going to mention. How many people did I mention?
Just as much as you can. I would like to know.
Okay, number one on the list, and it has been number one for the longest, is Diplo.
Diplo, oh,
yeah,
nice.
Diplo is a very big inspiration. Then we have, on the local level, we have SARS, we have Mr. Easy, we have, you know, Don Jazzy on the, like, management level and knowing what to do and how to follow trends. And yeah, I think maybe this kid.
Okay. But I like that you mentioned SARS because, I mean, SARS, at some point, some years back, you know, he was dropping all of those nice beats. I know the one I still love till today is Good Morning Rhythm.
Yes.
That one, whenever I hear it, it's like my soul is heightened, you know.
So good.
So, I mean, now we don't really hear from him, but I still know he does things back end. He
actually announced an album, but he kept quiet. It didn't drop again.
That's the thing.
Nobody has heard from him since then.
That's the thing. But I still know that whenever he does something, it's always a banger, you know. I think he did something with Loje, which was also amazing, right? So, I mean, hearing all of these names, it shows your taste in music, and I don't even have to say too much anymore. All right, but let's, while we wind down to the conversation, I know that there's, I mean, for someone who is serious with what he or she is doing, especially now you are in the music business and all of that, I know that you are looking forward to something. There's something. In fact, these days I see the way you post, and I know that this guy now was like, this guy defines something. So tell me, what is that thing you are looking at? Like, there's a personal milestone you actually hope to achieve. Yes. That is personal to you. It doesn't have to do with fame. It doesn't have to do with the awards you might collect and stuff like that. But personal achievement that you want to actually get to.
I feel like in terms of events, because there's the event side of things and there's music side of things. In terms of events, I'm looking at a place where I am headlining my events. Let's say Gospel House, for example, and there's like 4,000 people, 5,000 people in one space in Lagos, out for me. And I also want to get to the point where I'm relevant enough in the industry that I can make a beat and I can just, when I'm done, I can send it to Rema. Alpha Rema, check this thing out.
Try out.
There's a level you get to. Like, you don't have to explain what you have done or the accolades you have received, but for you to have Rema's contact or maybe Justin Bieber's contact, John Bello. Oh, John Bello, I'm done with these beats. I send it to him. Right, that kind of relevance is what I look forward to. So the lifestyle and the accomplishments, the awards that come with that is what I look forward to, in a nutshell.
Nice. I mean, it's been so amazing having this conversation. I would like you to say something to, you have a lot of fans, especially ladies. Oh my goodness. Let's not even go there. Let me also ask that question, because one thing I know is that ladies like entertainers.
Yeah.
Especially for those of us who came from church, drummers, keyboardists, we know how it is. Let's not even go there. But it's just a natural thing for ladies, especially, to have this, very heightened emotion when it comes to, especially a DJ. When that DJ plays their best song, it's like anything can happen, right? So, what is like your relationship with your female fans?
Well, I feel like I like to respond to them, interact with them, say hi to them when I see them in public, especially the ones that are very recurring. There's some handles that you see the notification and be like, I know you.
Okay.
Right? So I keep it very open, very simple. We can vibe, we can take pictures after the show, but it's very
professional.
Very professional.
Nice. All right. So before you go, actually, I would like you to say something to PlusTvAfrica.
Okay.
Yes. Before you do that, I want to hear you sing something, because you say you can sing just anything at all. Even if I don't mind. Just do anything actually.
Now I can't even think of anything to sing again. Now that I put you on the spot. So.
Okay. Let me allow you.
Give me a song. I'll put a request.
Okay. So what's like your favorite artist?
That's a very...
Okay. Sing a song from Arasta.
Yeah. Jesus, I can't remember any Arasta songs. Okay, hold on.
Okay, let's just do a melody of Rush.
Something one shot. I actually did it.
All right, let me let you be, but just say something to PlusTvAfrica before we end this.
Okay. Thank you, PlusTvAfrica, for having me. It's been fun. I appreciate the platform. Thank you, Mr. Peasy, looking fly as always.
Thank you so much.
And that's it.
All right, thank you once again, Tobi Peter. He is the amazing and talented DJ, producer, and you also heard him. He is an animator. So look out for him. Look out for the amazing content he would also be dishing out. You can also check him out on Instagram, Tobi Peter 8. I think I've heard it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been an amazing time, and I hope you actually enjoyed the conversations we had. It's time for us to say goodbye. Remember, Tea Time again would actually come on your favorite screen, but till then, make sure you have a wonderful Wednesday, and try and stay a little bit chilled with maybe a cup of tea or anything at all that will help you, but don't take something that will kill you, right? So my name remains Prezi, and this is PlusTvAfrica. Do stay safe.